Alright, what's up guys? I am back with a Hog Rider's Basic video. So essentially what I'm going to do is show you guys just the very basics of using Hog Riders and what to look for in a base. So this base was fairly easy for a few reasons, and I'll show you why. First of all the compartments are really tight, okay? So there's not very many places for him to hide giant bombs, which are going to be the only weakness to your Hog Riders, in the middle of the base. And as you'll notice, I don't even have max heals, and I only brought 3, okay? Because I brought a kill squad, so I got a golem in my CC, some wizards, a wall breaker for the lure, and I'm going to rage them up to take out the queen, push in a little bit, and this CC only had 6 troops in it, so I wasn't too worried. Also notice the queen's way on the outside, so her radius cuts in about here, in which case I can just drop my king for a trade-off and take out the queen, which is, if you can ever do that, always do it. Other than that, you're going to want to drop your heals where you think there might be any giant bombs, and let's see how this plays out. So first I come in with the wall breaker, lure a few of the troops, and you'll notice how that really worked in my favor is I actually set off a giant bomb. Okay, so that allows me for an easy guarantee that that's one of the giant bombs gone. I come in with my king, the queen's over the wall, she starts attacking the golem, golem's tanking, use some of the wizards, push him in. Rage up the king as soon as he gets to the queen. He's going to take her out. Boom, 2 hits with the help of some wizards. They push in. Now I spread out my Hog Riders a little bit. I know I took out a giant bomb along here, and I'm actually going to drop some more down here, as you'll see. And essentially what I do is drop the heals just around where all the defenses are, so that as the Hog Riders are attacking, they're sitting in heals. So I dropped a second heal right here because you'll notice a giant bomb went off and almost took out a whole pack of my Hog Riders. And just like that, the base is almost destroyed, and the rest of the defenses, as the Hog Riders circle around, they're going to be sitting in a heal almost the whole time. Okay? So in this case, in hindsight, I would have dropped my poison spell to take out those pesky skeletons and damage the king a little bit, but I wasn't too worried. I knew I had a ton of Hog Riders left, as you'll see when they split, and then a ton of extra troops, wizards, and archers. So I'll just speed it up. What I did here was I dropped all my extra troops around this side of the base, the top right corner, because they're gonna, as they work their way in here, the Hog Riders ended over here. So what they're gonna do is finish off the center, come up from the top left, and work their way down. And as you'll see, they end up meeting in the middle, right around here. And I ended up having like 30 or 40 seconds to spare with this raid. So there you have it. Just a simple attack. And it's very overpowering, and I'm going to show you why that is. So here's a look at my base, my main base, and as you can see, the defenses are all pretty much maxed for Town Hall 8, okay, and then just my expos. Okay, now if we go back, I have a level 10 king and a level 5 queen. You'll see here, okay, this guy has a level 10 king, a level 8 queen, so his heroes are a bit higher. 2 of his archer towers are higher, 3 of his wizard towers are higher, and a couple of his mortars are higher, and 1 level 2 expo. So essentially, he overpowers me in every area. And what it really comes down to is looking for the right base design. Like I said, low compartments, okay? Or tight compartments with no spaces for giant bombs. You'll know most of them will be on the outside or in these rings, which your hogs will only path to at the end, or as they work their way around, you drop the heals, and they'll be entirely protected. Now, the most dangerous thing for a double giant, or for a Hog Rider, is a double giant bomb, and I'll show you what I mean. We actually lost that war, but as you can see in my base, I switched it up for the next war, so that's why I'm showing you guys, is that there are 2 double giant bomb locations. So if a heal is not waiting on that area, all the Hog Riders that path over, they'll hit the cannon, they'll move in to take out the archer tower or wizard tower, and dead. That can take out 30 Hog Riders, okay? And same with here, they'll take out the mortar. Some of them might go to the tower, but as they're jumping over, dead. Okay, so what you're doing is leaving traps, essentially to kill the Hog Riders. So I hope that made sense. This is part 1 of a part 2 video. I have another really good replay to show you guys, but I didn't want to take up too much of your time. Let me know if you have any questions. I hope that made things clear. I'll just reiterate, watch out for the giant bombs. Try to have a guess where they are if possible. If the base has already been attacked, then that makes it really easy for you. And secondly, try to take out the CC first. Okay, that's why I make my CC really hard to lure. And then secondly, the queen, which for me is also really hard to lure. You take those two things out, and the king can't do much damage because he has to chase the Hog Riders around, and they're a lot quicker than him. And you put heals on your giant bomb locations if you can determine where they are. That's also why I have a lot of spaces in my base. Makes it hard to guess where the giant bombs are. Okay. And other than that, you should almost every time be able to achieve a 3-star attack with even against an overpowered base. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Stay tuned for more. Thanks.